let's take a walk in the garden. It's probably one of the most requested things I get is, how do you paint the gardens? Because I paint a lot of gardens and I paint a lot of landscapes, and I think the allure is the path that goes through the garden. I think that's the thing that people enjoy imagining when they look at a picture like this. They imagine themselves walking on that trail because it's safe. It's not scary like walking in the woods or the jungle. The word jungle just conjures up a whole different world, doesn't it? But if you're walking in the garden, that sounds peaceful. That sounds nice. That's how the world started, was in the garden, right? In the Garden of Eden. Can you imagine what that was like? Well, maybe you can. Maybe we all have a garden somewhere. I have a garden, but I didn't plant it. I live in Florida, and there are so many parks here that are actually gardens. So, and I can name some of them. We have Sholom, Sholom, I think, park, not too far from here. And that's really a garden. And then there's Kanapaha Gardens. It's up in Gainesville, I think. And then there's Lou Gardens. I don't know if that's Tampa or Orlando. And then there's Sunken Gardens. There used to be a place called Cypress Gardens. And then there's Rainbow Springs, which if you ever walk through the park, it's a garden. And then Silver Springs, oh my gosh, there's so many gardens there. And here in I guess the retirement capital of Florida, I don't know. The whole city's not retirement age, and I am at that age now, but I was living here when I was 17. So, it's not just retirement people. Anyway, but it is now for me. All right, so this is what you do when you get retired from something. You paint pictures, and then you make videos and show people how you paint pictures. So let me show you how I did this one right now. Oh, by the way, my name is Poppa, and this channel is called Poppa Paints. And if you're new, welcome to the channel and all those other things that you're supposed to say. My real name is Larry, by the way, in case you want to know. But my grandson calls me Poppa, and right now he is on a field trip with his class and with his mom and dad. They went along, and they went to St. Augustine. Oh, now there's a garden right there. And my job today is to feed their parrot and their cat. That's my job. I got to go there in just about a half hour and go do that. So right now, let me show you how I did this. Good morning. All right, let's paint a nice little garden. A Garden of Eden, so to speak. Let's just try something. I'm going to use reactivated gouache. And I'm going to make a little path here. From here. Just use this kind of a wet, almost like a watercolor approach. Just to make a path here. I'm going to walk around this path through this garden. We have a garden here in Florida. It's not too different from the way this is hopefully going to look. Just keep that nice and light. And I'll try to get some light faded colors for the background. Just let them be very faded. Throw that orange in there. Very faded. So how's everything in your world? You're doing good out there? I've had some really nice comments from you guys. Yesterday we went to, Robin and I went to bet on the Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Derby is this evening. We don't usually bet, but it was just something fun. Well, the real reason was Robin liked the name of one of the horses. So she liked the name of one of the horses, so we went to this place where you bet, and it was okay. It was okay. We were in there not too long, just long enough to bet. And they don't allow photography in there, so I was disappointed that I couldn't videotape the whole procedure. But that's okay. It's okay. We still could talk about it. I did videotape the outside, like, you know, as we're waiting to go in and all that. So, all right. So if we win, according to what Robin told me, if we win, we'll win a big $60. Because she bet on something that was 30 to 1. Okay. And she bet $2. She bet $2 on a horse that will pay $60 if it wins. I guess that's how it works. I haven't done a whole lot of gambling in my life. I've gone to, I think, let me see if I can remember. I probably can remember. I think I've gone to like 2 casinos. Did I go to 2 or 3? I went to Las Vegas only because my brother died in a hospital there. So I had to fly. I flew there for him. That was a sad day, but when I got back to the airport to come back to Florida, I had with me some change, some dollars that Robin and our boss gave me to bet. So I did. And I think I lost Robin's money in the machine. I didn't lose it, but you know, she didn't win anything. She only gave me $1. And then our boss gave me $1, I think, or $2. Anyway, he won $8. And I did videotape that because I didn't want them to think I was cheating him. But anyway, so I went to that one. And that's not really a casino, that's an airport in Las Vegas. Yeah, I know. And then I went to a casino, I think. I went to an Indian reservation casino in North Carolina. I'm trying to think where it was. And look, there's some paint spray. And the casino in North Carolina, I played for maybe 15 minutes and then went back because my son was little at the time. But I think that's burnt umber. That's not what I'm really looking for. Oh well, we'll keep it what it is. I thought I had some burnt umber. I mean some. What color is that? Well, that might be more what I wanted. Just getting it dark. And then I'll let it dry. Anyway, so yeah, let's see. My casino, my gambling is limited to the one in North Carolina, one in Tampa. There's an Indian casino down in Tampa. And there's one in North Carolina I went to. One that was a Cherokee one in and down in Florida here. That was a Seminole one. And I lost everything. I lost like $20 or whatever. Oh, I know another one. Robin and I went out on one of those little boats, they call it a gambling boat, whatever. It only goes out so far, and then you can gamble, I guess, once you get to a certain point. I guess there's a legality associated with that. And again, I lost my money. She won money. She actually played a game of skill. I don't know, it was blackjack or something. I don't know any of that stuff. And so yesterday, okay, so back to yesterday. Yeah, we went to bet on a horse. First time for everything. There we go. You can see it already. You see the design already. And I want this to be just plain dark on here so I can add some light colors to it. Just kind of having fun. This is actually a good way to do this, is to add the darks first. I know a lot of times in watercolor we go the other direction, do the lights first. Well, in a way I did that light first, the path light first. Here we go. Bring that up here. Very light. Some of these distant trees will have some light on them. Mixing white into them. I could mix yellow into that, would work too. Mix a little bit of yellow into there. Can you hear the birds? The birds are out there. There we go. All right, let's get another brush. And put a little bit of, this looks like dried up burnt sienna. Let's see if that works. A little walkway. darker right here. Let's see, right about here. Put a tree in there. A couple of trees. I'll put a big old tree up here. A big old tree right here. Just a happy tree. Some things stick with you, right? The Bob Ross way of doing paintings. I like the Bob Ross way because you don't necessarily need to duplicate a photograph. You can use something from your memory, or you can use something from a photograph that's inspiring you or influencing you, but not necessarily demanding that you replicate it like you would a portrait of a person or a pet. You have to kind of make it look like that person or that pet. Not kind of, you have to. I mean, you could see there's so many horror stories of people, artists who didn't successfully do a portrait of somebody. And some of those from the past, like Mona Lisa, we don't really know what that woman looked like, but we can assume as skilled as was it Da Vinci? I don't know. But as skilled as the artist is, that they probably got it right. I guess. I don't know. What do I know? There's kind of our beginning there. That's our foundation for what we want to do. Put a little bit of depth in some of these distant shrubs here. Yeah, I can go ahead and add some leaves to some of these branches up here. It's not a Halloween picture. It's not a scary bare tree day. We're going to get to the colorful part in just a little bit. We're almost ready for the colorful part. Yeah, that looks good. It looks like a very happening tree right there. Alright, let's see if we can get some see if I get some nice yellows and blues to make some greens here. Yeah, just little pieces here. Yeah, that's okay. That's working. These are the leaves underneath the leaves. These just have to be. There we go. Over here, we're going to put some leaves on this tree. Go ahead and get some of that green in there. There we go. Alright, let me get some fresh from the tube. Some colors. And I'm just going to use colors fresh from the tube. So there's a turquoise, that might work. Let me use this other one. Turn it over so it's all clean. That way I don't mix up the dry from the fresh, the wet. And we got that color. We're definitely going to want yellow. We're going to have some yellow. And this particular yellow is called cadmium yellow. For whatever reason, it's more expensive. I don't know why, but it is. I'm going to put some white on here. Don't know exactly to what extent I'm going to use white, except maybe to wash some things out. And let's get a couple of shades of green. Well, what's this one called? Pale green. That might help. Let me see. That's all right. Just have fun, you know. Let's put some red tones in there. What is that one called? Vermilion. Vermilion. If you're painted vermilion, then you're a vermillionaire. Get it? I'm going to put some Payne's Gray on my palette just in case I need a little bit of dark here and there for something. And Let's keep going. Let's see if I have any other shades of green. Oh, here's raw umber. That might come in handy too. Put some of that on there. Okay. What's this one? Sky blue. Oh, that might be good. Sky blue. Yeah, that's a nice color. And what's this one? Orange, red. Okay. Try that one. I don't see any reason why. Like, I know the purist in me wants to only use the primary colors. But the truth is, I bought all these colors. I might as well use them. And see, this other yellow is called Azo, A-Z-O yellow. And I don't know that there's any difference, but it's cheaper. Let's put the two together. And they look oh, it's a little bit darker. I see. Cadmium yellow is a lot brighter. Okay, well now I'm learning, see? I'm learning. One more. What is this one called? This one is called Green Pale. Let's try that one. Okay. There's a bunch of greens in there. So let's get a brush that can make a shape of a leaf. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah, there we go. Little leaves. See how they all kind of peek through the green? There'll be yellow on the tips of these ones. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get some more leaves here. Try to mix some of that yellow and that green. Make it a little bit lighter. There we go, let's get some over here. I kind of like this turquoise blue for some of these because it kind of makes them look like they're in the shadows here. Mix some of this yellow and this green, make some lighter. I'm just kind of twisting the brush a little bit just to give those leaves a little bit of a look there. Some of the yellow back there. Let's get some of this blue here. And some of this yellow. Kind of a fun one, huh? Kind of a fun little project today. There, now I'm going to use some of that paint spray. See, I knew it would come in handy. I knew it would come in handy. Make some of these underside of some of this brush a little darker. Get some of these yellow greens up here. There we go. Make this little patch of yellow flowers a little bit bigger. It almost looks like a place not too far from here called Sholem Park. It's a peaceful place. The name is Sholem, which is the great uncle, I think, of the man who we know, and he named it after his uncle, which his name sounds like Shalom, which is, of course, peace in Hebrew. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'll maybe a little bit more. Now that I know the difference between cadmium and azo, now I can see it's a much brighter yellow, yeah. Well, that's why they charge more for it. It comes in very handy when you're trying to create light. Yeah, look at that. It really does make a difference. Well, see, I learned something. I'm learning as I go. Here's the tops of this tree. There we go. That looks kind of nice. Alright, let's get a clean brush. And let's put some blue on there. I'm looking forward to the blue and the reds being on there, because I just think that's going to make it pretty. And get some light blue, mix some white with some blue. I like the idea of these light blue flowers here. Oh, this brush works really nice to make the shape of leaves. I think that's also the process of experimentation. Just experiment a little bit and see which brushes work best for you. That's a question I get a lot. What brushes do you use? Well, I kind of don't have a real good knowledge of brushes. So the truth is, I just use whatever works. And if it doesn't work, you almost know instantly as soon as you use it. You almost know right away that's not working. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. You know what I mean, jelly bean? Yeah, the blue works really nice mixed with the green. I think so. Let's go ahead and set some more dark to this. See, this Payne's gray always comes in handy. I always call Payne's gray the magic color, because you really can sometimes use it without messing things up. Black sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it messes things up, but Payne's gray almost always seems to come to the rescue. Darkness here. We can add a few more. Maybe a little branch here. Maybe a little bit more darkness to some of these cracks in the sidewalk here. A little bit more darkness. Alright, let's add some brightness to the side of the tree. A little bit of an edge there, because the sunlight's coming through. Right down the middle there. That looks nice. I guess. What do you think? Alright, now the only thing we don't have, well, I guess I'll put some blue up here. I'll put some blue up here. Let's see if I can mix that orange with that blue. Oh, ooh, that might work too. Alright, let's try some of this red here. Mix red with white. Get some pink. Some red and pink. Alright, I think we have our garden here. I think we have it. Alright, one more brush. Just to add a few more dark areas. Just kind of get another little brush. Get some of this Paints gray and oh, I know what else I want to do. There's one more thing I want to do. I'm going to try something. You know what? Everything looks pretty good. But I'm going to try something here. Hope I don't ruin it. I'm going to take a brush. Get a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow. Get it very dry. See if I can brighten up some of this sky behind the tree. Maybe make a few little sunbeams come through. That's with the dry brush. Using a dry brush. Okay, I think I'm done. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to call it. Let's call it the garden. Alright, well, we can take a walk in that garden and celebrate another day. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.